live from the comment section, or is it from the comment section? It's from the comment section.
You said, ain't it?
Did I say live?
Yeah, live from the comment section.
Okay. Another episode of Live from the Comment Section. Now, before we get into it, make sure that if you're watching us on Instagram that you like and comment on the comments that we'll be commenting on. And if you're on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a bunch of likes. Let's at least get to like 1,000 likes on this video and just keep on climbing from there. But it's time to dive into one of our more controversial posts at a very controversial time. There's a lot of stuff going on. Go ahead. Put it out there.
What is it? Look, I didn't mess it up again.
Another word.
Y'all gonna fight against the thesauruses?
The thesaurus sounds like a dinosaur. You mean thesaurus?
Oh, it's the thesaurus?
It's thesaurus.
I never knew it was thesaurus.
Let's see you say it.
Another word.
Controversial.
Controversial. There we go. I said it right. Don't play me. All right, here we go. So, we posted a comment, a question. So we used to get a question almost like ever since the whole Black Lives Matter and George Floyd, that whole incident happened. Everybody was really intentional about supporting black businesses. So we got an influx of a whole bunch of customers asking if we are black owned.
Because we use a lot of black people in our pictures.
I guess that would be the reason why they were asked. Or if, they're just trying to figure out, they want to really support black business at this time, especially on Blackout Tuesdays, right? So out of that, Stefan was like, we should just post a video just showing us and say people ask us if we black owned or whatever.
Right.
It ended up being just a regular post, and it was like a black screen that said, are you black owned? We get the number one question is, are you black owned? Lately, number one question we get, hashtag black owned. We say, yeah, with a gift. People think it was funny. And that some people did not think it was funny. We got 81 comments on our post. Very diverse comments.
Very mixed feelings.
Very mixed feelings about black owned, because I think the whole juxtaposition with black and Christian, that doesn't always mesh well.
Apparently, if you're a Christian, you're not black.
And if you're a Christian,
once you become a Christian, you're no color.
Everything about you is erased.
No, you become transparent.
Yes.
Once you get washed in the blood and baptized, you don't exist anymore.
Yep.
Jesus does.
Yep.
Except the fact that you have a social security number and and you got a name.
I didn't want to dive this deep in, but you said it, and I just want to get right to the point. I think that, even though without reading comments yet, you saying that, you become zero and, Jesus is John. But I think that his personality, when you become born again, is your personality. So your uniqueness is what makes God within you. That's his fingerprint within the world. That's how he shows who he is and all the different facets that he is in the dimension that you are in this earth. So me being black,
the sky being blue,
the sky being
blue,
trees being green, exactly my point. That all is very significant. So to say that when I'm saved I'm zero, or I'm invisible, or it doesn't matter, that's very disrespectful to the creator who created all these different colors. Yeah. Do y'all have anything to say, or did you want to go straight to the comments after
I think we should go to the comments, because there's a lot that we can respond to in the comments.
Yes.
You're itching to respond.
But then you can understand where I'm coming from. See, because I was born in a different decade, and I got a different perspective. And so I'm going to say my perspective.
Okay.
Because some of these people... Okay, go on.
All right, so do I start on a high note? I'm going to start on a high note. So this is one of the comments that we pinned because they really got the heart of what we're talking about. She says, I'm not black owned, but trying my hardest as a small business owner to support black owned businesses. And I think it's true that our identity as in Christ is way, all caps, more important than our identity as a black/brown/white. But we do live in this world for now and can do our part as Christians to alleviate injustices inflicted on others, especially our black brothers and sisters right now.
Okay, So she said a few things in there. And I think it's important to highlight why we understand that it's not an affront to anybody to be black owned. First of all, it's just facts.
Right.
And why it's necessary. Okay, I assume, especially from all the scriptural references that are quoted in a lot of our comments section, that these are church-going people. And for some reason, people forget that the church itself remains largely segregated, but was especially segregated many years ago when Martin Luther King was marching, and before, where black people weren't allowed to go to white churches. I'm just kind of going back a little bit. And I want to know, when did it stop being about black and white? When did that magically change where these issues went away? It's important to have black-owned businesses because there aren't that many. And we live in this world where a lot of black people are struggling and are poor. And the way for us to do that is to begin to economically build ourselves up.
Right.
A lot of people are saying this, and you don't know what it's like to be poor. Okay?
That's so true.
I know what it's like within the last 5 years to figure out what I'm eating next and what the kids are eating next. Okay? There are a lot of people who don't look like me who don't have that issue. Now, if you go to the Bible, take James, who says, if your brother is if he's cold or he needs something to wear, you say to him, go in peace, without giving him a coat.
Right.
What is the point? You say to me, hey, we're all the same in Jesus. Yeah, but we ain't the same at home.
Right.
And when we get home, we got a different experience. And that different experience is largely affected by the fact that we don't have the same economics. So it's a good idea to start looking at a group of people who haven't had what everybody else has and say, hey, let's get you a coat because it's cold outside.
Right.
Let's get you a business because typically you don't get what we get. Typically you don't get to pass down wealth.
Right.
Typically some of the wealth I'm passing down was held away from you on purpose by church people.
Yeah, it reminds me of the verse in the Bible where there's a flock of sheep and he leaves the sheep to
Go and get exactly.
Right, get the one sheep.
All sheep matter.
Right.
All sheep matter. Okay? Don't leave the 99.
Right.
Right.
That is spot on.
Yeah.
That, like I said, that can really wrap the whole thing up. I'll read another one. Here we go. Let me look. I'm looking. People shouldn't care if you all are black owned. If y'all were white owned, it wouldn't make no difference to me because we are united through Christ. That goes back. I understand the energy and what she meant through that.
It's nice to say that, but that doesn't match reality. What's actually going on.
Exactly. And it sounds a little like, okay, in my opinion, as a black man, a black Christian man in America, I hear you on my Christian side to say, I see where you're coming from. But as a black man, it can be a little offensive, and it seems like that you're trying to pass over what you were just talking about, all the segregation and things that we had to go through. Right. And it makes you insensitive, and I think that that's the exact opposite of being a Christian. You really, mourn when your brother mourns, happy when your brother's happy.
Absolutely. This
is the real nitty gritty of being a Christian. So you really should say, I need to try to put myself in your shoes to really see it from your angle, because that's what Christ did. Like we stated on the last episode, he came and put himself in our shoes. He didn't just stay up in the heavens and just dictate. He came down and saw our experience, and now he can judge accordingly. You need to figure out how you can see our point of view and then see the world accordingly, versus just seeing it from your perspective and say we all just one.
Right.
You know what though? There's two groups of people who say that kind of stuff. And pardon me, I'm going to be real. It's idiots who say it, who are just trying to be neutral. You ever been in an argument, somebody just want to make it neutral? Yeah. They just want everything, hey, let's just quiet it down. Right. Okay. That's the dummy way. That's what the idiot is saying. We forgive you, wise up. But then there's this other person who's saying that because change is uncomfortable. and for us to confront what's really been going on makes me have to change for real. It's like when I think it was, well, Paul was talking about, Paul was talking about Peter one time, how Peter was acting different with the Gentiles when the Jews came around, and treating somebody different and esteeming a person higher. Yeah. See, the truth is, it's not comfortable to have somebody who is not what you consider on your level sitting next to you. Yeah, you in church sometimes, and the person, they don't smell like they drove here. They smell like they've been on the bus,
right.
And they don't smell like that. Like they got their own room. They smell like they live very communal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's uncomfortable. Now you got to deal with that person being beside you. You got to deal with uncomfortable people. You got to deal with people who are really having real issues. And because you have to deal with it, it breaks up your normal flow and it makes you uncomfortable. And the truth is, it's human nature. A lot of people just don't want to do it. And so when we start talking about how it does matter to have black businesses matter, Black Lives Matter. Not even that we saying that nobody else matters, and not even that we saying that we better than anybody else, but just the mere fact that you are positioning yourself to have what somebody else had, or be in the same space as somebody else, that makes them uncomfortable. So I can easily forgive the person who's ignorant, right? But I think that what bothers me is there is malicious intent, or there are people who really, while they're saying these comments that seem benign and neutral, they really have racist intentions. There are people out there, and if you don't think that that's possible, then you're sorely mistaken. It's real. A lot of these injustices have been done at the hands of the church, in the name of God. A lot of them have happened. When did it all go away? When did it all change?
Oh, I know what your comments on that.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Live from the Comments section. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, but if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you like and you comment.
Yeah, we want to hear what you got to say again.
And share this. Keep on sharing. And remember, we love everybody. We love everybody. So don't get it twisted. Just a passionate conversation.
Right, and that's what our whole brand is about, starting conversations.
Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in.